half a mile, just half a mile. Okay, so I am with the GoPro. I'm gonna be vlogging my first run, no, my longest run since coming back from injury. We're planning on doing 15 miles together today. We did a half marathon last week, well, a little bit over half marathon. Was actually Lewis's longest run ever, wasn't it? And this will be your longest run ever. This will be my longest run of the year. If you're new to the channel today, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We are very quickly growing a good community here, but I can't keep growing it without the help of you guys, so please hit that like and that subscribe. Cheers. Hopefully everything goes all right. Hopefully the new shoes that I've got on today don't cause me any issues, and hopefully we'll get through it in one piece. Nice big old hill right at the start of our run. Just what you want, eh? This corner here that we're just running around, I crashed here when I was 17 or 18, when I was a goon. Coming from the other direction to where we are now, I went to my friends. I love this corner, I watched this, went round it and crashed. Safe to say I don't love that corner anymore. So we are nearly 2.5 miles in. How you feeling, Lou?
Feeling quite a little tired at the moment.
Yeah.
Start getting to the zone.
That's it. I mean, we're going to do 15 miles, hopefully. Well, we will. So sometimes you just got to warm up and psych yourself up for the fact that you're going to be running for like, I don't know, 2 hours or whatever. We'll be alright, won't we? So, 3 miles and 3/4. Me and Lewis were just saying there that sometimes for a longer run, I find it easier to do, I don't know about you, but I find it easier to do an out and back course. It helps me break it down mentally a bit more. So if I'm doing like 14 miles, then I think, well, 3.5 miles out, I'm halfway to halfway. And then at 7 miles, I'm like, yeah, halfway. Now I'm heading home. And then again on the way back, 3.5 miles towards home, I'm thinking halfway to home, and then obviously you're almost back home. I don't know about you, let me know below. Do you prefer doing your long runs as like an out and back route, or as like a sort of loop or circuit? So I do just want to say that I don't necessarily recommend going for a 15-mile run on your first run in a new pair of shoes, just in case obviously there's issues with it and you get stuck 8 miles away from home with big old blisters on your feet or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't really listen to my own advice because I'm a goon. I don't know if this camera does it justice, but this hill is steep. Woo. Okay, so we are now 5 miles in to our 15-mile run. So we are a third of the way. Woohoo! The shoes are coming alive a little bit more now. I think I'm sort of finding how to run in them. I would definitely say that my fitness is slowly getting back to what it was. We are now, I think this is week 3 of coming back since injury. As I say, I did run in that time. I will put my 5k time trial up here just so you can hear a bit more about the details of the injury and where my 5k fitness is at. But yeah, we're now 7 miles in, so almost halfway, and I'm feeling a lot stronger than I was when we did the half marathon last week together. I was really struggling at this point by then. Still a lot could change in this time, but we've picked another very hilly route, and we're feeling good going up the hills. That's the beat there for 7 miles. Yeah, not nice and easy, but not really fast either. Just sort of cruising though, aren't we? Cruising. Yeah. The shoes are actually feeling quite good now. It's definitely early days to say whether I prefer it to the Addio Pro or the Vaporfly. At the moment, I'm gonna go and say no. Not in a bad way. I just don't think it's quite as responsive as the Next or the Addio Pro. Although I will say that this shoe is really comfortable and it is very stable. Much more stable than the Vaporfly 2. We'll have some Vaporfly 2 versus Metaspeed and Metaspeed versus Addio Pro videos coming up. Okay, we are 8 miles in. We are over halfway. So it's all downhill from here, right? We have got no clue where we are. Like, genuinely, I don't know how long it will take us to get home, but we're just gonna run. We've currently been running for 1 hour and 3 minutes. We haven't stopped once. Not that that matters if you do stop, but we just haven't. But we're quite happy with the fact that if we do need to stop, we'll just stop and walk. I always say that's really not a problem, unless obviously you're doing a specific type of run. We're not. We're just running for distance today, and obviously Lewis's longest run, my longest run this year, and also the first run in the Metaspeed. So it's just about getting out today. No real goals, just the 15 miles.
And one day.
You're definitely getting quicker, running wise.
Getting there, you're running man.
Lou Man Running, so she call you?
Running man Lou.
Running Man Lou. So, we're almost 10 miles in. We're almost 2/3 of the way through. Yes! So, just some quick little things to think about when you're on your long run and you're struggling. For me, I find maybe breaking it down mentally helps. The distance, I mean. Working on my foot strike and concentrating on my breathing, getting the breathing right. And also, if you're struggling, try and check out my little motivational video that I did the other day. Thinking of what you want to achieve and all that sort of stuff does help keep you going when you're struggling.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's weird how, like, sometimes it can take, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles on a long run before you end up sort of getting into it.
I didn't start feeling good till about like 4 miles in.
Yeah, we're about 10 and a half now. Getting there slowly. That was hard, huh? We just went for his half marathon PB there. I think we've got it.
Yeah, we just basically on the last 2 miles there.
Just went for it.
Just went for it.
Oh man, that was hard. So we've just completed the half marathon. we went for it at the last 2 miles, because even though we weren't racing at any point, Lewis has never actually done a half marathon race. He's run a half marathon but never like tried to race it. So we saw we were close to getting his half marathon. So for the last 2.1 miles we went for it, stopping just for a quick breather, and then we're going to finish off the 15 miles. Like I say, I never mind stopping, especially we weren't planning on running that fast. What do the Sahara Desert and me have in common? Dry. Both very, very dry. My mouth is so dry right now. I didn't bring any gels with me or any water because I'm an absolute goon. But just hit 14 miles, literally 1 mile to go. We can do this. Oh man, I was feeling really, really good and really, really strong until obviously we tried to smash out those last 2 miles, and now this is grueling up a big hill, and we are not going to give up until it's done. We are done. 15 miles finished. Mile 14 was tough, lots of hills. Mile 15 was even more tough because we were knackered, but we we're going uphill for the cool down, brilliant. But we both found like a bit of a second wind at the end and sort of spurred each other on, not like racing but just like playfully sort of like pushing each other. We finished with an average pace of 7:40, 1 hour 56. That's a little bit quicker than what it actually was, because we did pause the watch for, I don't know, 1-2 minutes or something after we went for it for that half marathon effort for the last 2 miles. How do you feel after doing your longest run ever?
I feel great.
Yeah?
What about you? Well, no, that wasn't your longest run, but I actually feel after that.
Yeah, longest run since back from injury. Felt good actually. I felt a lot fitter than the half marathon last week. Okay, so overall impressions of the shoe are good. I do enjoy this shoe. It does feel really light. It is quite responsive, but I still don't think it's quite as responsive as the Addio Pro or the Vaporfly 2. Quite a firm shoe, but in a nice way, in a stable, responsive but still protective kind of firm. Good lockdown in it, no heel slippage, pretty good fit. Okay, that is us done. We've done the 15 miles. We are dead. We have earned that KFC party bucket again. You know what it is on a Friday. We always love a KFC party bucket. We're dead, aren't we? I'm dead. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it as entertaining as we did, and I'll see you guys in a bit.